Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here with another eating show slash mukbang. I also want to start off the video saying thank you for 800 subscribers. That is awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing and liking the videos and watching the videos. Also, happy spooky season. In the last video, I was so upset because when I was editing, I realized I didn't turn on the lights. So, that's annoying. Take a sip of my water. So today we have some Kimchi Ramen. This is the Jonga brand, I believe. I get it from H Mart. I love it. It's my favorite one. And then I also have some Spam and some spicy ketchup to dip the Spam in. I love Spam personally. I grew up eating it. I always ate it with rice. But today I went to the dentist and I had to have my face or like my mouth numbed. So my mouth really hurts, but I really wanted to film a mukbang today. And I wanted some comfort food, so I made some Spam. So today, we're going to continue our Halloween murders, or like crime cases. It's so good. And I like my Spam really crispy. I know a lot of mukbangers like it kind of almost like raw, but I can't do that. So we're actually going to be talking about two different cases today. I decided to do two because both of them didn't really have that much information on them. But they still caught my eye enough to where I wanted to talk about them. So the first one I wanted to talk about is the case of Carl Jackson. This happened in 1998 in the Bronx, or like New York area. So leave a comment down below how many of y'all have ever egged like a person's car or their house or like partaken in that activity. I personally have never. I've never done TPing. I've never egged someone's house. I've never done any of that. Now this case is about an egging going wrong. This is so spicy, but I love it. So to start off, Carl Jackson was an amazing man. He had just turned 21 earlier that month. And I believe he was like a data entry clerk. And he was with his girlfriend. It was Halloween night. Now usually, this is very unusual for Carl. Usually he's at home Halloween night. Because he personally believes that Halloween night is not a safe night to be out. So he generally stays inside and just doesn't bother with it. Also, if my face looks swollen, it's because of what I had done this morning. It wasn't anything crazy, but it was like a really deep cleaning. And homegirl like went ham on my cleaning. So, my mouth is a little sore and swollen. Now, the only reason why they were out was because his girlfriend had her kid at a party. So they went to go pick the kid up from the party. And I'm not sure if this was when they were leaving the party or when this happened exactly, but as they were about to pull away, some teenagers egged his girlfriend's car. Now, rightfully so, he gets upset. So he gets out and confronts them. He goes to get back in his car to leave. And he is shot in the head and killed instantly. The kid is caught is 17-year-old Curtis Sterling. Now, like I said, there's not much information on this case. Like, I don't know if he ran away or like if he was arrested instantly. Like, there's no reports about that at all that I could find, at least. The family, the poor family, they were torn up about it for years. They're still torn up about it. Like, it still affects them to this day, you know? And the mom did an interview and she was saying that it took them almost 2 years just to even speak about it. Because it almost didn't feel real and they were just so like upset about it that they just couldn't speak about it. Now, also too, I tried to find out if Sterling is released from prison. I'm assuming he is because he was sentenced in 1998 or 1999, one of those, depending on when the trial happened. He was sentenced for 20 years. But the mom, she is a savage, let me tell you. Every year on Halloween, on his anniversary of his death, she sends him a card and it says, "I'm happy you're still in there." What a savage. I would probably do that too if someone killed my son. I would be a savage, probably. I was reading comments on some of the articles too. People were like, you know, what a savage, but she needs to be careful, you know, because she's almost taunting him in a way, you know. And if he's willing to kill someone over them getting mad about him egging someone's car, I'm sure he wouldn't mind killing again, you know. But that's basically the case of Carl Jackson. I wish there was more information on it, but it's not. I just thought it was a really interesting case. And it's sad, because it's over such a little pointless thing. You know, like, he literally was just out there picking up his girlfriend's kid. And he had every right to be mad at them for egging her car because she paid for it. I don't know if maybe it's just a kid thing, but like, once you grow up, you start to really realize the value of things, especially when you start paying for it. Like, if Curtis was an adult, he would probably get mad too if someone did that to him. And another thing too, so his sister not Ashley, I said actually, but another thing too, his sister, it's so sad, but what she does to keep memory of him is that she keeps his shoes at the top of her stairs as if he still is there. So, I thought it was kind of cute and sad. But cute because she said too that her son, or I think it's the son that she has, was born the year that Carl was murdered. So he never got to meet his uncle. So that's kind of her way of like him like being able to meet his uncle in a way. If that makes sense. Now, the next case I want to talk about. It's pretty crazy, honestly. When you see Halloween decorations on the street, would you ever think that they're actually real? Like a skeleton, you never think it's real. Maybe a bloody bride decoration. You never think it's real. This is the story of Patricia Ward and Derek Ward. So, this was October 28th, 2014. So 2 days before Halloween. People noticed this kid kicking a bloody head down the street. Well, he wasn't a kid. He was like in his 30s, I believe, when this happened. And his mom was like in her 60s, Patricia. And so people were like, oh, wow, that's like a really cool decoration. Like, people are walking their dog and they're like, oh my god, dude, like, that's a dope decoration. Like, wow, you really like won Halloween 2014. Like, wow. So, then people see the other half of her body, or the rest of her body, laying in the grass. And they also think, wow, that's a really cool decoration. People even go to attempt to pick up and realize it's heavy. Eventually people realize that is a real dead body. And by this time he had left her head about 20 to 30 feet like across the street. And then people started noticing that there was a blood trail down the apartment stairs from where their apartment is. So her body was dragged down the stairs and then dragged into the grass, and he just kicked her head around. Now, while police are investigating this, trying to figure out who she is, because no one really knows, right? They get a call that someone has jumped in front of the Long Island Railroad train and is dead. So it turns out Derek Ward stabbed his mom multiple times. She had broken ribs and decapitated her and put her body out in the street for display. And after he was done with that, he went and killed himself. On him, he had like 100 Vicodin pills. He had a pistol on him and Valium. So not Vicodin, 100 Valium pills. Now, they interviewed the brother of Patricia, so his uncle. The uncle was like, that's so weird, because like he's never been violent. Like, he has like a few mental issues, you know, but like he's never been violent. But I don't know if the brother just didn't know. Because also too, the brother said that the mom was she was a really well respected professor in the area. And that she would do anything for her son. So I think that maybe she would downplay his issues so that other people wouldn't worry about it, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I was reading reports and I stumbled upon that he has actually been arrested before for like having a gun and like criminal mischief. And this is really sad too, because I think this all ultimately happened because, not because he killed her, like of course that is what the end of her life unfortunately was, but he ran out of his meds 4 days before he committed the crime. And leading up to those days, he was very irritable, his mental problems were really showing through. Like once at dinner she dropped a fork and he like went off the handle, like flew off the handle, so upset. saying that she was like hurting his ears and that she was being loud and like all this stuff. Sorry, my fishes are like chasing each other around. It's so funny. It caught my eye. And that he was actually supposed to be put on new meds finally, because she finally found like a psychiatrist or a therapist that would prescribe the medicine and at a good price too, because that was another thing too. He struggled to find like health insurance that would cover him because he wasn't working, and you know, she could only work so much and produce so much income. So if he had just waited like a day to 2 days, she would probably still be alive to this day. But isn't that crazy though? Like just walking your dog, you see something laying on the ground, you think it's a decoration, but really it's not. I want y'all to leave a comment down below what y'all think of these cases. I think they're both very tragic and eerie. The second one's pretty eerie. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little mukbang. It was just a quick little meal just to get some food in me, and I just wanted to tell you all those quick cases because I felt like they were ones that should be talked about. The Carl Jackson one is pretty popular, but it's just so crazy and so sad because yes, it is in a way a harmless act, like the egging, but you know, it's just so unfortunate the way it ended up playing out. So, alright guys, so that's the end of today's Spooktober mukbangs. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope y'all ate something with me, a snack, something, even a drink like a margarita. I should do margaritas or something one day. Like, my boyfriend and I can make really good margaritas. Well, he can. I don't really know how to make them. I just drink them. But yeah, but I will see y'all in the next one. Be sure to leave a comment down below. I love interacting with y'all. Follow me on my social medias, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.